I'm back in New York. But first, let me turn off my AC so you could hear me better. Well, I came back on August 17th, and today is September 3rd. And so it took me a long time to get here. So I left Japan about 6 p.m. and I got to Los Angeles. Had some ground time and I got in early, so I got on the earlier flight, about 1 hour early, to get to New York. But lo and behold, there was a delay. Not for the airline, but in New York. I guess they had some weather problems. So even though I got on the earlier flight, I got in a little later than my scheduled flight, which was about 11:45 p.m. New York time. So then the flight that I was supposed to be on, of course, came in 1 hour later, almost at 1 a.m. on the 18th. So I was pretty tired. And then, of course, I had to do a lot of things for work, and I started working. And this is the first chance that I have to do my YouTube episode since August 17th. So today is the 3rd. Let me make sure today is the 3rd. Now, I have had problems. Yes, today is September 3rd, and it is approximately 1:14 p.m. And I've had the hardest time sleeping. I mean, last night I went to sleep about 12:30, well actually this morning at 12:30 a.m. and then woke up about 2 a.m. and I couldn't go back to sleep, tossing and turning, so I decided to do some things. And I fell asleep for a few hours, and then forced myself up, and I knew if I didn't start my YouTube episodes here in New York that I would keep procrastinating. So I forced myself up. And this, I'm using the Coolpix, the Nikon Coolpix that I originally started with, and as you can see, bare wall. So you know I'm back in New York. And of course, this should tell you something. This is my New York shirt for YouTube as of now. So that is my story. I think I had a nice flight. I slept a little bit on the flight from Japan to Los Angeles to LAX, and then I slept some from LAX to New York. So it wasn't all that bad. But of course, when I got here, well, actually I had to do something for work the next morning. So I stayed at the airport. I didn't go to a hotel. And I'm very lucky that my company has a place where we could lounge and maybe fall asleep in a comfortable chair. So I did that because I had to wake up at about 6 a.m. to get ready for training. We had to do training, a classroom training, and a lot of you would know what this is, PBS. I was really looking forward to do PBS. So that class training started from 8 a.m. and of course it wasn't at the airport. You had to get on a shuttle to go to the hotel. So the training class was at a nearby hotel, which was about maybe a 10-minute ride. But anyways, the class lasted till about 2:30 p.m. and I was barely surviving. But I made it through, and I still have a job. I'm still working. So that was my August 17th, 18th days. My first days back here in New York. New York, John F. Kennedy Airport, JFK.